Hey everyone, 1GZ Power. Doing things a little differently tonight. As you can tell, currently driving. I just got off of a turn at work, and it just actually worked out that I was able to make it to the Southern Alberta Model Rotary Club tonight. So that's what I'm in the process of. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm a little late leaving. What can you do? It just happens. Supper, kids, wifey. That's how it goes. So, anyways, I brought a couple things tonight to run at the club. I guess there's a tree building clinic. I'm going to check that out. Hopefully, I make it to catch some of that. Anyway, I'm going to be late. I'm actually not even on the number 3 highway yet to get to Lethbridge. Out of the hat here, but momentarily. Anyways, so hopefully check some of that out. I brought my Atlas Master Gold Series CN-840 CWs. Or sorry, dash 840Cs. What is it? The 2120 and the 2115 with the CN website and the 15th anniversary logo, respectively. Both those have QSI sound. I'm pretty sure I showed those off maybe at one point. I can't remember. Maybe you guys didn't get the chance to see it. So, anyways, and I brought some intermodal rolling stock tonight. A couple cattle cars, Walther's cars, the older run Walther's cars, I should say. Anyways, don't mind the camera angle here, guys. It might be a little bit blurry. Just trying to do something new here. Anyways, I guess while I'm talking about trains, I'm actually in the process of ripping apart the old layout. Yeah, that old faithful layout, if you want to call it that. It's done. Turn the storage room from a multi-purpose kind of storage room / garage tool storage / train room into kind of like a 99% train room. Now we're coming up the highway. What was I saying now? Oh yeah, building this layout. So the biggest thing for me right now is getting everything out of it, because it is a storage room, right? So I got a couple shelving units in there. Obviously, you guys know I was kind of ran the layout through the shelves. I'm not going with like a removable piece, like a bridge piece, anymore. Like seriously, my back hurts enough from being thrown around in the locomotives at work. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with having to duck under a removable piece, or even like just lifting that piece out and moving it physically. I just don't even want to deal with that. So, anyways, kind of dealio. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I've actually already talked to this guy, Byron Henderson, I believe is who it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But I've already got permission from him to use his layout plan as a basis for my new layout. And actually, funny, essentially this is going to be, or pretty soon anyway, kind of the last of 1GZ Power, I think. I've been kind of tossing ideas around for an actual subdivision name. Something that I just can make up and go along with. So I think once this new layout is complete, I think that's going to be kind of the end of 1GZ Power for now. For now, guys. I might bring it back when I get my super running, but we'll see. Right now, it's just about the trains. So I built my original layout quite high. Because I had to store toolboxes underneath the bench work. So that's going to change too. I'm going to make it more of a sitting, like, desk height. I think it's actually going to be pretty awesome. The kids will be able to, use it a little bit better, a little bit easier. Like right now, before I ripped the layout apart, they had to stand on a chair essentially, and I had a few accidents with that. Kids would kind of forget that they're standing on a chair, and they kind of wipe out. So, so yeah, that'll fix that problem. Make it a little bit more relaxed and a little more enjoyable to run trains around the layout. So yeah. Anyways, guys, like I said, off to Lethbridge, we're on the number 3 now. I've been driving this highway, since, let's see, it's 7, 8, well, probably around 8 years now, like actually driving it. A few years before that as well, even, just going back and forth from Tabor to Medicine Hat, actually. Yeah, anyways, so I'll leave off with that until we get to Lethbridge, and hopefully we'll get some shots of the CN-8s running with some intermodal. I was just thinking, guys, we're about a third of the way through our trip to Lethbridge here, and just cruising beside the Tabor sub, actually, and it made me think. It's when I'm sitting on the locomotive, it's actually kind of funny because it super sucks for you guys when you're driving along the highway and there's a set of tracks right beside it. So usually get the guy with the super bright HIDs on. They're on full blast, high beam or whatever. Not a really big deal to us because we can just close our eyes. But for you guys, it super sucks because we gotta go full blast with our lights or the headlights, the ditch lights, every time we go over a crossing at grade. So I just think don't take it personal, guys, if it's happened to you before. We're not just randomly blasting, a headlight at you, 74 volt headlight at you at midnight for no reason. It's required by rule that we need to turn our headlights and ditch lights on for crossings at grade. So when some of you think that we're trying to be jerks or whatever and, flash your high beams at us, sorry guys, I really don't know what to say. But yeah, I just was thinking about it, it's kind of making me laugh because we've got HIDs in the triangle here, so I'll usually get the high beams, and it's like, well man, they're low, not much I can do about it. So yeah, anyways, I was just laughing to myself about that. So yeah, anyways, like I said, about a third of the way through here, on par to be about 15-20 minutes late to the club. It's about, I don't know, 10 after 6 right now, and it's pitch black out, so yeah. I was just thinking here, guys, everyone, I guess about 2/3 of the way to Lethbridge now. Actually going by a small little yard here, I'd show you guys, but like I said, it's pitch black out. It's actually the little storage yard near Tabor, Alberta. Now you might know Tabor from the corn. Some good corn comes out of here. Rogers Sugar, one of their main plants, is situated here. Lots of sugar beets, lots of potatoes, like Lay's potato chips, onions even out here. So anyways, and I lived here for several years. Anyways, there was a derailment, actually a pretty bad one. Now the Tabor sub, some of you guys will know, is OCS, and I guess what happened was one of the switches in the yard was left reversed or something. It was incorrect for whatever the train crew was told at the time, and a big derailment happened. The yard was actually in the town, and it just about took out a gas station. So anyways, CP moved it out, moved the yard out of the town by a few kilometers anyway. And there's a funny little switch. It's like an electronic switch, but it's not. I don't really know how to explain it any better than that, because it is OCS out here. There's no remotely controlled signals or switches or anything. Sorry. You have to ring it up. You have to dial in a special code on the radio. It'll bring up this signal when you're coming into town, or this switch. Sorry. Basically, it tells you whether it's locked in normal or reverse position. And that was just a safety thing that CP installed after this big derailment. So, yeah, kind of little cool tidbits there for you as we continue our journey westward. So just pulling up to the club right now, guys. So yeah, 10 minutes late, kind of figured as much, but anyways, super windy out here. If you guys know kind of like Tabor, Lethbridge area, it's super windy. But whatever, no big deal. I think it's actually good that I took the Durango tonight, because Civic, I think, would have been blown all over the place on the highway. So, oh, come on, focus. Anyway, sorry guys, just trying to find a parking spot right now. And then, yeah, we'll go check out the club. Meet up with Rail 43 and hope to run some trains. So let's go inside.
Back out, eh?
That's awesome.
No cars, nope, that's like
Yeah, exactly.
Or that's not that for that. Maybe Jasper, I'd say. Small station. Station in Edmonton too.
Jeez, just clears in the tunnel, hey? That's awesome.
Something to watch while you're between whistles, eh?
Exactly.
First one is pretty I think there's 10 cars in the back, off stage, everything else is on the come back. Second one, all the cars that were on the layout went to the back, and then 10 cars on 10 cars came back out this way. Then all the cars came out, except for one, and then the rest of them all those 10 went back to stage. Actually, 8 went back to stage. And the last one came out.
Shot there if you can get it.
We'll find out in the editing. On the layout a few times, like when it was up.
And this is probably the most fun you're having with him right now.
Absolutely. Stretch your legs a little bit here.
You don't realize what fun is until you have to do it here.
Yes. Yeah, I know, it was too soon, eh?
Talk about the surround sound.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, boxer. That's okay. It's all good.
Sitting on Brady's swing. Walk it right, come right down the middle.
Shaky hands.
But at least if you sit on Brady's straight, unless he takes off, well, it won't shake.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. So, yeah, I got, that was awesome, as usual, hanging out with CPRL 43 at the Southern Alberta Model Railway Club, Lethbridge, Alberta. So yeah, just heading home now. What can I say? I had a blast. Actually made it on time for a tree building clinic. Usually the club starts around 7-ish, 7 p.m. On the Tuesdays. Because there was a clinic being run, didn't start until 7:30, ended about 8:15. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That's actually going to come in super handy for this layout that I want to do. So I'm looking forward to starting, building the trees. I got to kind of collect some supplies for that. I'm not going to jump into it right away. Obviously, like I have a lot of projects that are getting pushed off to the side until the layout is at least operational. I think it's a good way to kind of start off potentially the new year. And I don't have to worry about projects getting done or whatever, right? So I'm not stressing myself over having like no time to do anything. You tell. But it was like craziest thing I'd ever seen in quite a while, actually, weather-wise. CPRL 43 and I are walking out of the club. It's windy. It's been windy for kind of the entire day and last night or whatever. And I got my big box of goodies there, walking out to the vehicle, and both CPRL 43 and I hop in, and we start going down the block there. And it starts raining just a little bit, whatever, a little bit of rain. It's the middle of November, to be expected. And all of a sudden, we get onto, I guess it'd be Whoop Up Drive there. If you guys are familiar with Lethbridge, one of the main kind of more arteries of the city. And just a blanket of hail comes down, and like sleet and snow and like heavy rain. And then it's like, I haven't seen a thunderbolt, I guess, a strike of lightning hit the ground that close in quite some time. So yeah, we had a thunderstorm for probably about 20-30 minutes here. As I was hanging out, just kind of bullshitting with CPRL 43 there before dropping them off. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, anyways. Heading home. Gonna get onto the highway here momentarily. I got my Tims, and yeah. Yeah, so how about those Alice C40-8s? Yeah, sorry they were a little loud, and I have to apologize for the shaky camera, guys. By the time we actually started running the trains and getting everything set up, and the crowd kind of died down a little bit, there was really no point for me to bring in the tripod. And that being said, unless you have like an entire afternoon to kind of do some filming, and because there's going to be like shorts and derails and everything, so unless you have an afternoon to do that, it's just such a pain, guys. So I have to apologize. Cam work is a little bit shaky in some spots, so hopefully you guys can bear with me on that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, those Alice C40-8s are the Master Gold series, equipped with the QSI sound from the factory. Haven't adjusted the sound volume on them, or the volume level on them yet. They have a little like magnet wand thing, kind of similar to the Rapido cabooses, and I just haven't ran them enough. Actually, that was kind of the first time I really got to stretch their legs out on the layout and do some heavy pulling. I think I had about 5 or 6 articulated cars on that train you watched go around the layout there, hit a couple stations, had a couple meets there. So I think, and a couple single cars. So I think in total about I think 16 platforms or 17 platforms, something like that, somewhere in there. I'm sure you guys can count or whatever, but yeah, those things are heavy. They pulled hard, and you know, just ran beautifully on the Digitrax DCC system at the club layout there. No complaints about them at all, except no ditch lights. Atlas, seriously, guys, no ditch lights on the C40-8s. You know, I've probably said that before. I know a bunch of you guys have said that before in reviews and whatnot. But yeah, no ditch lights. Easy upgrade. I do plan on getting it done. I do plan on getting the other two road numbers with the QSI sound. It's just a matter of time and money, as it is with everything else. So anyways, yeah, the 2120 and the 2113 ran beautifully together on the layout tonight. I look forward to running them again. I will definitely run them again, and maybe even with that intermodal train again as well. I did bring some auto decks, some Walther's auto decks, but I didn't run them tonight, obviously. No problem. The layout can definitely handle it, but it just was awesome the way it was. Super 43's GMD1 pulling hard. It had a nice coal train there. I guess essentially, well, like I said, they're kind of editing in the clips there. Alberta Southern transfer had the caboose and everything, so pretty sweet stuff. That GMD1 was pulling those cars. I can't remember how many cars there were. There was at least 20 cars. It was pulling them up the mountain grades there, and you've seen that. Anyways, yeah, so it was awesome. Yeah, I got to get the volume adjusted on those Dash 8s, and definitely get some weathering done. I'm really hoping to hit up Mr. Arsenal there in the new year. I've been kind of chatting with him off and on through the emails, and I know he's been super busy with a bunch of stuff for Rapido. Still waiting on my Rapido Gets Dirty GMD1 with ESU lock sound in it. Mind you, I still have to come up with the money for it. But yeah, anyways, it's gonna be awesome. Like, everything's just gonna be awesome. Needless to say. So yeah, weather's still crappy out here, but like I said, I got my Tim's, got my double, and I'm happy. You know, it was a good night. Seriously, can't complain. Loving the all-wheel drive and the Durango here in the Citadel. And yeah, just getting to hang out with some good friend, Super 43, and I'm gonna head home. And yeah, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. Probably go to sleep. Hopefully get some editing done here as I'm rambling on here. You know, all the projects kind of put off to the side right now. I'm gonna work on the layout. Currently deconstruction phase probably 2, I guess. I've got the layout completely taken out of the room. Now I just need to get all the stuff out of the room, because it was a storage room, right? So you know, everything's in there. I got to get it all out, find a temporary spot for it, and try to find room to put the stuff back in. So I guess we'll see how that works out, and go from there. Oh, I guess I got to stop for this one. Go figure. That's convenient. Let's control traffic at 11:30 at night, and nobody's coming. Yeah, that's great. Oh my, yeah. Oh, thank God for coffee. That's one thing about being a railroader. You either smoke a lot or you drink a lot of coffee, and I just happen to drink a lot of coffee. I need it. Seriously, guys, I need it. It's kind of sad, but you know, it's not just that I need it, but I enjoy coffee. Like I love coffee. It's great. So yeah. Anyways, just continuing on down the road here. Weather is still crappy. Holy man, it's brutal. Still about another hour to get home here. Oh, look at that! I don't know if you guys can see that. Actually, you can. That is a choo-choo. Set the cruise here. I can't tell what it is yet. I've seen a couple coming down. It's Lethbridge. I've seen 669. Or sorry, 668. I guess it would have been empty potash. Oh, jeez. Maybe I won't run the cruise. It's hydroplaning all over the place. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, seen that. Seen a grain train. Seen, I think was the Churchill switcher working light industrial in Lethbridge there. As well as seen the, what was it, A44 Tabor weight freight go with a pair of SD60s there. So let's see if we can see who this guy is. Yeah, sorry buddy, I got HIDs. I know how it is, trust me. I'm in your position usually every other day. Or sorry, every other night I should say. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see it. He is stopped at a switch. 5951. It looks like a Jeep, so it's SD40 in a Jeep. Must be, oh yeah, it's just a little baby weight freight. There's one car on it. Oh, right on. Little baby thing. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that's about all the rail fanning you're gonna get out of me, because I do it every day. I'm not like a crazy foamer, but I enjoy the good train every now and then. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't think you're gonna catch me out watching train, guys. Sorry, that's the modeling. That's about as good as it's gonna get. So yeah. Anyways, I can't even remember what we're talking about. I'll think of it. Well, everyone, kind of coming up to the end of our trip tonight. I've been up for, I don't know, at least 20 hours straight, or close to it anyway. So, needless to say, I'm getting ready for bed here. I guess we can do a recap here just before we get into town and kind of go over what we talked about, because I kind of have this feeling this is going to be a long update for you guys. So I apologize for that. It's not my goal in life to make super huge long updates. Hopefully, I would like to do some more filming at the Southern Alberta Model Railway Club there. Hopefully, you know, I'll get things a little bit more set up. I would like to do a more thorough kind of overview of the layout there for you guys. But you know, all in good time. Got lots of time, even though there's not enough of it. So, anyways, first major thing was layout deconstruction, ripping it apart, gonna build something new. Hopefully be able to show off a little bit for you guys, and you know, maybe impress you guys a little bit. You know, I kind of feel that you know, it's just guys are kind of like, well, you know, this guy's kind of, you know, he's kind of all talk. He's got all these projects. He's never gonna get anything done. And you know what? That's kind of how it looks right now. But you know what? Just bear with me. Just bear with me, everyone. And you know what? I think you'll be happy with you know what the future holds. So yeah. Anyways, so the layout construction and rebuild. I just rambled on about a whole bunch of stuff. You guys learned a little bit about me tonight. Kind of some nonsense knowledge about you know, some of the railway around here. This weather still is not let up. It's actually a little bit better now. But Lethbridge, that was horrible. Holy man! Back in Medicine Hat here, things have calmed. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's about it. Everyone, we're just getting into town now. Hopefully, maybe you guys got some out of this update. Maybe you didn't. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the club layout there, running at the club. Like I said, I want to do some more of that. Get some different power out, get some different trains out. It is kind of hard to figure out what I want to bring because a lot of my power right now isn't speed matched, and it's kind of a pain. I got to keep certain models together, or else I get derailments, and well, you guys know how that is. The club does have a Dakota Pro programmer, but remember that time thing I was talking about? Yeah, I seriously do not have time for that, guys. If I go to Lethbridge, obviously it's a big ordeal to get down there. I just want to run trains. That's what I'm down there for. So I was talking to CPRL 43 a little bit about it, and you know what? I think I mentioned in my last update. I'm planning to get a Super Chief in. Whenever that happens, I don't know. But I definitely want to get the USB interface for it and get JMRI. Hopefully in the new year I can start programming speed match my own stuff. That would be the absolute most ideal because I can do it at my own pace. So anyways, I guess that's it. Like I said, just getting into town here. Hopefully I got another day or so off the amount of rest that I booked. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, take her easy.